It's me, Mario. Hello everyone, we are back with Tavern Talks, and today we will be discussing some of the Mario games. You've got me as usual, and Tomo is back in the studio. Welcome back, Tom.
Yep, I'm back. Sorry I couldn't be here for the Sonic episode, but I was a bit under the weather.
Yeah, so he ate some dodgy chicken. Anyway, so you've got quite a bit of news for us, haven't you?
Yes, I was gonna bring this up last week, but I wasn't here. But Subnautica fans, you can rejoice because Subnautica 2 is back on the cards again, and it's back in development, and we might be seeing it sooner than expected. Now, the whole deal with Subnautica 2, Crafton, who is the producer, provide not the development, but the why's the word gone from my mind now?
Publisher.
Publisher. There you go. Thank you. Publisher. Why was that so difficult? Why did that literally go from my head? But yeah, the publisher, Grafton, wrongly fired the lead Subnautica 2 developers and delayed the game from its 2025 early access release, mainly to avoid a payout, which promised the studio $250 million in bonus.
Oh, wow.
But that was the case, and he also accused them previously in saying that the game was not ready for release, that the lead developers were not doing their part, and accusing them of stealing company data and stuff like that. Yeah, what was that? Yeah, Crafton previously accused Unknown Worlds, which is the studio, saying that they were stealing company data and denied them the bonus, and this went to a court case, which Crafton unfortunately lost, and I wouldn't say unfortunately, they deserved it, bastards. But the court order has reinstalled the studio leadership and control of the game release, which to everyone's surprise is actually coming out in May of this year.
Oh, right.
So much sooner than expected.
Quite soon then.
Yeah, I know. Well, when I was told this, I just got off of Playing a Game with Adam, but at late at night we just got all put back into the Discord call because our friend Vulcan was like, "Oh, you gotta hear this. Subnautica 2 is back on." I'm like, "Yes," and this one is good because Subnautica 2 is supposed to have full co-op experience this time as well, rather than using third-party mods and stuff like that to make it happen. So, really looking forward to it. So, if you're a Subnautica fan, there you go. It's back on. Going off specific armors that have been found and shown within the dev kit, which I did show you literally before we started, they speculate that another crossover is on the way. The armor pieces that I showed you and that were shown, they weren't completely finished, but they do suggest that a Fallout or Warhammer crossover could potentially happen.
Maybe not Fallout, because I don't think Fallout would work with Helldivers, but Warhammer 100% would.
I think that was one that that I showed you. It had like the red ribbon, like the red sort of like garments on the armor, so it definitely could be fitted to Warhammer. I could definitely see that. As for the other one, it was unfinished. That was shown, but it definitely resembled like a suit, like from Fallout. So I don't know.
I mean, I just hope we don't rely too much on collaborations, because I really don't want Helldivers to become Fortnite.
I know. Well, they have said in the past, like there are some sci-fi franchises that they would avoid. Some things like obviously Star Wars. So anything that's too futuristic, they would keep away from. But there are some out there which they could do, like one I would like to see, the Colonial Marines from Alien. That would be an interesting one. Yeah, because it's not
and it would work, especially on the bug front as well.
Or the Illuminate, because they're technically a xenomorph, right? Xenos from Alien, so it would kind of fit the picture a little bit.
Speaking of the Illuminate, obviously, if you play Helldivers, you've got to go up against the new enemy types, and they are absolutely brilliant. I'm loving it.
They're insane. Like they come at you in numbers. They don't hold back at all. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I think it was much needed on the Illuminate front because before then, it was literally just Overseers and Voltless, and then Leviathans, and it was boring. It was annoying, frustrated, and that's why I really stayed away from the Illuminate. That's why that good 9% of the time was stayed away from the Illuminate front. But now with these new enemy types, it changes the whole game. Like we did a evacuate high value assets mission, didn't we? I think we did 2 of them, and they just there was no break. There was no break from the void. We were just constantly spawning.
They wouldn't leave you alone, like at all.
Like we had to like fall back to the final point of the vendor generators, and those orb things, the orb things, they just fly right over the walls.
Yeah, the monsters almost, but they are literally clusters, like they swarm you.
Yeah, and the but when we blow up on you as well, if you get too close, you do actually self-destruct, which I found out the hard way.
And we know that's also not going to be the end of it for the Illuminate variations that are coming out, because there was another one that did show up in dev builds in a video, and it's like an overseer sat in like a weaponized pod essentially.
Yeah, which it looked like it's like a mini fighter jet or something, didn't it, really?
Again, that's were in the development kit in a video that was shown, and it was shown them fighting the automatons for some reason.
So maybe that's interesting.
What's going on there?
So it could maybe it could be maybe the Illuminate branching out and want to take over the automatons and wanting to fight the automatons, or it could just be the devs simply just testing out new enemy types on an automaton planet. But I would love to see like 2 factions fighting each other with the Helldivers in the middle, because I think that would be so much.
Discussed.
Yes, I know it has been discussed, but I think it'd be absolutely brilliant and it'd be so chaotic.
It'd be chaotic beyond belief, and it does sound like a much more viable idea than the thought of like having, like massive scale gameplay with like 20 up to 30 players. I think that is just putting too much pressure on the engine. To be fair,
I mean,
it's already
struggling. It's already struggling with 4 people, let alone 20 to 30. I mean, I think the squads could be a bit bigger. I mean, instead of a 4-man squad, you could have like a 6-man squad. I think
6 would be decent. If you were going to push it any further, I'd say like 6. I won't go any higher.
Yeah, I'd say I think like a 6, because there's plenty of room on that destroyer for more pods. So I think
definitely more players.
Definitely more players, yes. And it wouldn't be too overpowering either, because I mean, Aaron might think that but it might be too overpowering for players and but it won't be, because sometimes sometimes before as we know, you do struggle, especially on Super Helldive. So if you want to balance it, personally, the way I would go balance it is for Super Helldive, have it like a 6-man squad, like from 8 to 10. Have like a 6-man squad, but anything below 8, just keep as a 4-man squad, because that's doable. But if you're on Super Helldive, sometimes you do struggle, even with 4 players. You do struggle, especially if you're against the automatons now with the cyborgs and those Vox engines. They are absolutely horrible. As soon as you take one out, another one just spawns in immediately. It's just like there's no break for them.
There's also kind of like a scaling on what difficulty you have to play like certain worlds on, like with Cyberstan, as we saw. You couldn't really play it on, what was it, a difficulty lower than 4. So you had to have some kind of intermediate sort of game.
Yeah.
Not like nothing was made easy with Cyberstan, and I feel like it's going to be the same.
Well, I think Cyberstan it's the automaton homebrew, so it wasn't supposed to be easy. It's like with Ocean. That is technically the bug hive world. So that wasn't supposed to be easy. And I know a lot of people, I know a lot of players were like, "Oh, it's too overpowering. Ocean's impossible." And the missions weren't impossible in Ocean. It was just it depended. You had to adapt. You had to adapt with your stratagems and place down. And it's like, for example, you couldn't just run in front of a napalm barrage and bug breach because you're all on the ground. So you had to adapt and bring things that would work on the ground, like like bringing like a recurve rifle or a spear launcher or a flamethrower, something support weapon that you can carry rather than relying on your orbital stratagems.
And the same thing applies with Cyberstam, where you couldn't really utilize like Eagle strategies properly because
you had
the
anti-aircraft.
mega factories had anti-aircraft literally all over the place.
So it's not the fact that it's difficult; it's the fact that players were struggling to adapt. But then they will blame the devs for it, saying, "Oh, it's too hard." It's not too hard. Just adapt. Just adapt
your strategy a little bit. That's all you have to do.
Yeah. Because as soon as we started changing up our stratagems, Ocean was a breeze. Like, how many missions did we successfully extract from? We're just bringing in support weapons to clear up the caves.
It's like it's so different when you're doing like your defense missions. You switch out like your big boom.
Yeah, like mortars, sentries, mines, turrets, and all the rest of it. So it's just it's not the dev's fault that people can't adapt. That's the players' fault, not the devs. So I don't understand why people are having to go up with devs for Ocean, because it's just, well, it's the bug hive world. It's supposed to be difficult. If you're not up to the challenge, don't play that hive world. Don't play that planet. Go and play a different bug planet.
I think the pressure was definitely on just with machines of oppression, though, because they did have that outlive counter.
Yeah.
Like reinforcement counter. But yeah, I think that mechanic alone, the introduction of that really pitted Helldivers against each other and divided the community a little bit more.
Yeah.
Which probably wasn't a good idea to have it so affected
like
all fronts.
All fronts, yes, it did affect all fronts, which was baffling because in my head I thought at first I thought it was only affecting Cyberstar.
It would have been more fitting if they made it so, because before we even got to Cyberstar, it was going.
It was already counting down, it's just like, well, not all of them. Why don't you start the count when we get to Cyberstar? Why start like 2 planets before? Because that really screwed us over.
It was like 2 odd planets, but then all the Helldivers had to fall back to the Sap and everything as well. Do you remember when that all happened?
Yeah, everyone was down on the Sap, which again affected our count because everybody wanted to liberate the Sap.
And they kind of had to, because it would have cut off our reinforcements anyway, because if we lost the Sap, we would have literally no way of reaching Cyberstan anyway.
Yeah.
So it made sense. But of course, there were other missions where you can go off, liberate other planets, and boost that reinforcement count. So there were options available to help us along the way.
Yeah.
Because obviously we needed it.
And then, like, obviously, you had people diving onto the Helldive. I mean, we did because we know the playing Super Helldive, and we ended up having to drop the difficulty to like 7, didn't we? Because it was near impossible.
It was pretty much near impossible. Not only that, but when we were really put under pressure with the whole count thing as well, it's like, okay,
you're just dropping like playing Super Helldive, just dropping like lives because of those box engines. When they were so broken, like you had them attached to walls, slanted, like we were on a wall. I saw one on the wall like that.
I've seen them literally
on top of skyscrapers. When you get dropped in skyscrapers. We can be phased through the gates as well. So like you didn't wait for the gates to open. We just like phased through the gate and just like whoa.
There was one that was chasing me, through the sewer entrance where you can go in through the underground like pipe.
Yeah.
One followed me through there at one point. So
they were just so broken. And it's the fact that they just spawn constantly. As soon as you take one out, two more are right behind you. As soon as you take one out, and it was so difficult to at least take one out. I mean, even with the laser, it still took like a minute to destroy it. I'm not saying like we should nerf. I'm not saying we should nerf them, but they shouldn't have released them in that broken state because that really affected the number count.
It did. So you have to drop the difficulty.
Even the dev said drop the difficulty, and people were up in arms against it. It's just like, well, no, because we want you to take Cyberstar. And if you're playing on the hardest difficulty, we're all dropping like flies. Lower the difficulty, and let's liberate the planet. But no, everyone refused to drop the difficulty, so that's why we lost.
Yeah, there was numerous reasons why everyone was at each other's throats over Cyberstar, to be fair. But going back to what's happening now with the Illumina, because obviously this is leading to what will be the next chapter, I would assume, with the Void.
Like the next big update.
Images that have been circulating have been a bit unusual because there was one in particular that did catch my eye, and it's one of Super Earth, but surrounding it's pretty much like the galaxy map image, but it shows a lot of placeholder images of other miniature Super Earths surrounding the main planet. Obviously, these are placeholders, I would assume, but are the Illumina inevitably going to get right back up to Super Earth again? Are we going to have another Super Earth invasion or something of the sort?
I reckon so, because we're working on Void in a minute, aren't they? And that's covering up quite a few planets already.
I do have a working theory, because I did think about this, and this is one that I did think of on the way up here actually, and I thought this is pretty good, probably viable, but the Void is consuming planets, as we know, but on the path going towards Super Earth, how many planets will kind of be in the way? And what if what's happening, they're falling into the Void? What if these planets manifest around Super Earth with the Void spires, and they try and enclose Super Earth and suck it into the Void? What if that's what they're doing?
I didn't think of it like that, but yeah, that's actually really interesting.
So, interesting concept. It does sound viable, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does sound viable. Yeah, so
they're moving the planets.
Yeah. So all you Helldivers out there, let's defend against these vile creatures known as the Illumina. Let's torch them. Let's burn them. Let's basically make calamari out of them. Yeah. So.
Just one more thing, real quick, and we'll make this quick and short because we've been talking about Helldivers for a little bit now. But in the game files and in voice lines that have been found in the game, in the source code, it suggests that we could potentially be getting wildlife as a sort of neutral faction on planets.
Oh, you mean like
probably attacking Helldivers and enemies?
Okay, that'd make it more interesting. To be fair, because every time we drop onto a planet, I'm thinking, I do sometimes think, where's wildlife? I know sometimes you see some like
I did
alien birds about, or some like dragonflies or whatever it is, flying about, especially on the bug planets, flying about. But you don't really, other than that, you don't really see anything that resembles any type of wildlife, really.
Yeah.
So it's just like, where did we all go?
I did listen to these voice lines, and it is genuinely of all the voice actors who voice the Helldivers, and they're like, oh, alien wildlife over there, and this, that, and the other. So it's genuine. Like, whether this was something they planned to do way earlier on and it got scrapped, or if this is something to come up, is interesting.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? Well, yeah, no, I think that'd be pretty cool.
I like the idea of like having, I don't know, like an alien rhinoceros or something like that go charging into like an automaton outpost or something like that, guns blazing.
Yeah, well, you just stand back and let the wildlife and the automatons just fire out, and then just
clean up what's left.
Clean up what's left. Yeah.
I like that concept as well. I think that'd be really cool.
It'd be fun to watch as well.
It'd be amusing, yeah.
See, what I did think of, this is a while back now, but I was thinking like, a new bug type for the bug bite. So a new type of terminate, so it can only be found on planets with water, with swamp type planets, and it's a bit like an impaler, but it lives in the water. So if you get close to like the water's edge.
So like the marsh planets or something like that.
Yeah, you get too close to the water's edge, it can like grab you and pull you into the water or something. I think that'd be really, a bit like the Sarlacc pit from Star Wars, but underwater. I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
And again, it's really cool. And let's face it, there's not much you can do. But it's Helldivers for some bizarre reason can't swim.
Just the weight of the armor, I guess.
Makes sense if you're wearing heavy armor, but light armor.
I think you do drown quicker when you got heavy armor.
Yeah.
So I think it is a factor.
Yeah. So you just so like there's nothing really stopping you from doing anything really. It's like we'll just do something. We'll have like something there, like maybe on the Autumn planets. you could have like a cannon that rises out the water and targets you. I think that'd be pretty cool as well, or some type of submarine thing that pops out the water when you get too close and taps you. I mean, it'd be pretty hard to destroy, but it made the game more. I think it made the game more interesting. And presents like a new challenge as well.
Yeah, it would be an interesting one.
Oh, that's one of my faults anyway. Let us know what you think. Water type enemies, do you want them? And let us know your theories on what's happening with the Void on Helldivers as well. We'd love to read those comments.
Yeah, because I feel like my theory holds water, but yeah, it's very interesting. Like what they show. Obviously, they literally don't secret load of little ones as placeholders. It has to be. Like, we're not going to clone and multiply secret. Oh, that'd be bizarre.
Well, you never know. You never know. Right, anything else for us, Joe?
I think that's all of it, and I think we spent quite a bit of time on the news segment as it is. So.
Hold on. You said something about Call of Duty before.
Oh yes, we have got our first confirmation on the next map for zombies. Now it's only two shots that we've kind of seen, but we know the map name. It's going to be called Totem Reich.
Definitely sounds like World at War type vibe.
It's going back to like that sort of World War II aesthetic because these are, Nazi zombies in this one. So we are getting that again. But what's interesting in the logo?
Nazi zombies, it's a video game. That's what it is. It's a mode that started off, and it does say if you play World at War, it does actually say Nazi zombies at the start. So that's what it's called in the game. So you can say it.
Well, there has been a little bit.
I know there's controversy and all that. I get that.
Yeah, there had to be some kind of censorship on certain things that are present in the map, like flags and you know. But
yeah,
right. This is set in a fishing town in Norway, of all places.
Oh.
That's been trapped inside a time. Well, not in a time loop, but lost to time inside the dark week.
Well, it makes more sense to do Viking zombies.
This is where it gets interesting because the logo, it's Totem Reich.
Yeah.
But behind it is a stamp or an insignia, which is like a sword with a snake going around eating its own tail. That's Norse mythology right there.
Yeah.
The world serpent, right?
Yeah.
So we could be getting the return of Nazi zombies with Group 935. It's Richthofen's map, so this is good. You might get sold back this time.
Yeah, we do like Richthofen, don't we?
Yeah. And
it's purely insane. We love it.
It's interesting because if we're going to be tying it to Norse mythology, that's definitely something we haven't seen since Black Ops 4, I think.
So. Black Ops 4, yeah. Think so, yeah, Black Ops 4.
Because we did Ancient Evil, that was Greek mythology, but you did have the hammer as a special weapon.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like Force Hammer or something, wasn't it?
It was a Norse hammer, definitely.
Was a play on, I think it was a play on Molnir. But that sounds all very, very interesting, to be honest.
Oh, and in one of the screenshots, there was also a giant robot in the background. So
the robot.
Potentially see that coming back into the fold and all.
Right.
So, giant robots, Nazi zombies.
Possibly Viking zombies, and maybe a zombie serpent as well.
And with some Norse mythology in there. Who knows? Maybe the world serpent is the boss fight for this map.
Yeah, maybe the world serpent as a zombie.
It's in the Dark Ether as well, so anything's possible. So.
Yeah, anything is possible in Dark Ether. Like it's a mad place there. Would not recommend going for a holiday.
Oh no, Dark Ether exposure. I don't want to die from that, thank you. Unless you like some mathematics and you just get superpowers or powers.
So, where at this point are they in the story then, the characters?
We've pretty much well, we know there's going to be an additional one. I think there's like 5 expansions that they're doing this time. So this will be number 3 now, because we did Ashes of the Damned.
Yeah.
We went to Astra Malorum, which we liberated a second Shadowsmith. But after doing this, so the Warden Khans, what we're doing, like, oh, what are you doing? Like this, that, and like, you've been releasing my pets to hell with you. So he literally takes our characters and he throws them into Paradox Junction, which is Newtown, which is A purgatory where pretty much, as he puts it, where time eats its own tail because it's stuck in a time loop, like before and after the nuclear explosion and what have you. And you meet the twins there. So, and the twins are interesting because there's a lot of theories circulating around them. They're thinking that they are Samantha Max's reincarnate, but before and after the new timeline. So one bears memories of what came before, the whole before the Great War, and before they pretty much hit the reset button.
It seems to hit the reset button quite a lot these days, don't they?
Yeah, they do it.
Yeah.
But after that, they go back to what looks like the house from Revelations, actually.
Oh, right, okay.
After you get out of that, so they get to safety to a house that the entity had made, which looks like the Revelations house, and from there we're going to here.
Yep.
With Tavern. So we're going to see where the story goes from here. I'm assuming we're going to go and find another Shadow Smith. That's the idea. So Rick Topham and someone else will get their soul back.
Yeah.
And then it's going to happen again.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he lost his soul.
They all did.
Yeah.
But they all gradually got them back. So thus far, 4 characters have got their souls back now. So Maya got it back.
Yeah.
Dempsey got it back.
Yeah.
Ray did. And Nikolai. They've all got their souls back.
So it's just Greg, Topham, and Takio.
Greg, Topham, and Takio, and there's Carver and Weevil.
I did sell Woods and Weevil. Yeah, wow. Yeah, well, it's all very, very interesting. So we'll have to check that out. We'll have to check that out when it's live. Do we have a date on when that's going live?
It'll be during season 3 Reloaded. We know it's going to be a short season, so it's kind of tricky to tell. But I'm going to say it's going to be probably towards the end of April.
Towards the end of April.
All right. Maybe somewhere in the beginning of May. That'd be a rough estimate. Say like 30th of April to like 7th of May, something like that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I do have some small news as well.
Oh, it's a lot of news today.
yes. So this was brought to my attention by our good friend Mulberry.
Oh.
But he messaged me this morning saying we've been talking about Invincible Versus, because I've pre-ordered Collector's Edition, he's pre-ordered Collector's Edition. So we've been talking about it over the past couple of days, and he's messaged me this morning, very excited, because they've announced 3 characters.
3 more.
3 more that are being added to it. So we are getting. So if you watch Invincible or you've read the comics, you'll know these characters. So we've got Conquest. It has been announced. Alan the Alien and Titan. So those three have been announced, and I cannot wait to play as Conquest and Alan the Alien, because Alan the Alien, I absolutely love Alan the Alien. He's just so funny.
So how many is that to the roster?
3 more added.
On top of all the other ones.
So now you're asking. I'm gonna have to flick back. I'm gonna flick back through my pages to find out how many characters have been added now. There we go. Yeah. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 characters now.
It's roster to have right at the get-go, isn't it?
Yeah. So we're just waiting on to see who the last character is going to be added, because obviously there was 4 post-launch characters being added. So I think they're them. So I think they're going to be like post-launch DLC.
Oh, so these are not the guys.
Not included in the rock. I think they're going to be DLC. He didn't really say if they've been announced to be confirmed straight from the get-go, or if they're going to be added or as DLC. So I'm not sure on that one, but I'm very excited for this Conquest and Alan the Alien. I mean, Titan is alright. Conquest and Alan the Alien, like, come on. Oh, Conquest is just. You can't describe him. You just have to watch it. You just have to read the comics or watch the show. And I would recommend, if you've not watched Invincible, I would recommend watch day. It's a Prime original, so it's over on Prime. And I would highly recommend checking it out if you like superheroes because it is really, really, really good. And it's absolutely fantastic. Anyway, right. I think that's everything for the news.
Yep. We're getting into the bread and butter.
Bread and butter. Bread and butter pudding. Yes.
Well,
so we're
down the green tube.
yes, we are yes. Yes. So we are descending down a green pipe and then going to the Mushroom Kingdom today. So we talked about the Blue Bear last week, so now we're talking about the Italian plumber Mario, everyone's favourite plumber, and his brother Luigi, obviously. So I'm not right. Personally, I've not really played much of Mario. You've probably played more than I have.
I've not played every single one, but
I've not played every single one,
titles I've definitely got. Some of which I've played that are on display today. If you're
watching over on YouTube,
watching on the YouTubes.
Yeah.
So, where should we start?
I think we should start with Mario Kart. Because that's a big fan favourite, and I love me some Mario Kart. It's absolutely amazing. So I first started playing Mario Kart on the Game Boy. That's how long ago it was, and I did actually play on the game. I think it was my very first Mario game as well.
I think for me, with Mario Kart, it was on the Nintendo 64. Now,
see,
that's a blast from the past.
I never had an N64. It was always my dream console.
I played it with the steering wheel and everything.
Yeah, N64 was my dream console, but because it was slightly expensive, so I ended up getting a PlayStation 2 instead for Christmas. And I don't regret getting a PS2 myself, but I've always wanted an N64 just so I can play Mario N64 because it looks like an amazing game. But yeah, Mario Kart, absolutely love Mario Kart. I mean, it's so fun. It's so fun.
Not just the races as well, but I've just got so many memories of
being hit by a blue shell.
Blue shells weren't actually a thing in the early ones.
No, they did get added, didn't they?
Yeah, but like playing just like the battle mode and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where you had the free balloons and stuff like that, they really stand out in my mind.
Instead of the health bar.
It's still a thing. Like I'm pretty sure in Mario Kart,
I think it is.
Yeah, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe when it was a thing. Again, still, but I think you can play it across the racetracks now as opposed to like
just in one area.
Battle arena. Yeah. So it's a little bit more.
Go on. Who's your go-to for Mario Kart?
Oh, yeah. At the moment, I always play Yoshi. So.
Yoshi. Oh, okay. I have a go for Wario, Donkey Kong, or Bowser.
It's funny whenever I sat down playing Mario Kart with like my sister or brother-in-law, because she's seriously got a thing against Toad because no matter what race we play, Toad is always messing her up.
That's the same. That's the same with my little brother. He's got something against Toad when we play Mario Party because he so basically, one time we were playing Mario Party, and he decided to go with the AI instead of being on my team. So we were doing the T-ball thing. I think it's called tag team, isn't it?
Oh yeah, like a tag team race.
Yeah. So obviously it was me, my other brother, and then the other brother decided to go with the AI, and he got paired with Toad, and Toad kept spending all his coins on sweets. So we never had coins for the stars. Because Toad just went and spent them all on the candies and the sweets, for the power-ups. And he got very, very annoyed, and he still has a vendetta against Toad every time he plays Mario. He will not allow Toad to be on the map. It's just so funny. Yeah. Anyway, Mario Kart. So Mario, Bowser, or Donkey Kong. That's who I normally go for, and the reason why is Rainbow Road always gets chosen. And if I'm a big heavy character, I can't get knocked off the map. I just knock everybody else off instead.
Rainbow Road. It's not as bad now, but unlike the earlier.
Oh yes.
It was brutal. Rainbow Road. Like there was no safeguards on the roads or anything. You could easily fall off that map.
Oh yeah, as it should be.
Yeah.
As it should be. That's how Mario Kart should be. That's how Rainbow Road should be, rather.
Yeah. It's
But,
different.
like,
It's different on like Mario Kart 8.
Mind you, I've not played Mario Kart 8. But you have like fences now or something.
They do have fences
That's
and like
boring.
boosters and stuff like. Well, it's like a different interpretation. It's not the original Rainbow Road, but it's a Rainbow Road. It's like they took that map and they just made another one, more or less.
Just the original, like, have no barriers. Like, if you fall off, it's your own fault.
With Mario Kart 8 though, they do have a season pass where they brought out new characters and they did bring back some original racetracks and stuff like that. So maybe they did bring back the original Rainbow Road. You can actually see it. It's lit on the cover there.
Yeah.
So it's more like rather than being a rainbow, it's more like a disco pattern on the road. So
it's not Rainbow Road anymore, it's Disco Road, is it?
It's like Disco Rainbow Road.
Yeah. Sounds like a nightclub in Manchester. Anyway, moving on from Mario Kart. One of my favourites is Mario Party 8.
Okay. Yep. I've not played every single Mario Party, but
I've only played 8 and 9. So, my favourite is Mario Party 8. I got that as a kid for me Wii. I was having a Christmas and birthday and getting Mario Party 8. And absolutely loved that game. And I ended up getting Mario Party 9. But Mario Party 9 is not as good as Mario Party 8. Like, there's nothing wrong with the mini games or the maps or anything like that. It's purely because you're all in the same car. So how you take your turn is, like, say for example we're playing, and you're playing, for example, say if you're playing as Mario, and it's Mario's turn, rolls a dice, you move along, you're controlling the car, end your turn, and then when it's my turn, you just jump out the driver's seat, and I'll go into the driver's seat. And then I roll the dice, and then the driver is the one that chooses which route you take on the map and everything. It was just a really, really baffling choice for me, because the fun part for me for Mario Party is you can just you're against each other. So why you're against each other? So you should be able to go and on which end any part of the map you want, really, rather than.
I see that being a very awkward because a lot of the time, just on the board or the play space, there are obviously ways that you're supposed to mess up or screw over the other players that you're competing against. But when you're all literally moving on the same space, I can see that being a problem.
Yeah.
So.
And another thing, when you get to the start, whoever's in the driver's seat is the one that gets the start.
But was right at the end of the game.
Yeah. Whoever's in the driver's seat is the one that can get the 10 coins to get the start if you reach the start space.
So say if you turn your own when you reach the start point.
Yeah. So let's say for example you and your turn, you're 2 spaces away from the start.
You take your time, you get.
I get this. Yeah.
Okay.
It was a baffling choice. It was really, really baffling choice. And don't get me wrong, the mini games are great. I like them, not all of them, but I do like most of the mini games in it. And the maps are pretty good as well. It's just that one thing that I don't like about the game. Whereas with Mario Party 8, on the map, you can just run about and go wherever you want on the map.
Okay. And of course,
you put it on Switch as well, haven't you?
Yeah. On Switch, Mario Party Superstars. That one's an interesting one because it's like you can go back and you can play some of the levels from the previous entries.
Oh right, nice.
Some of the early
ones. That's cool.
So you can play like 1, 2, 3. You can do like the Bowser play space to play board where Bowser shoots a beam down the middle of the map and everything. And there's a mixed variety of all the games from all the other installments as well as new ones. There's a lot. There was another one that came out after. I can't remember what it's called. Another Mario Party game that came out, which supposedly has them all. But Mario Party, Superstars does definitely have a lot to pick from, a lot to go through.
Actually, the only Switch we have is a Switch Lite. So our Switch is which is up there. You can see it up there. It's a Switch Lite, so it's one that doesn't connect to telly. So we've not actually played the Mario Party game on Switch because we like to play them together. But
I'll probably try that because my own Switch is there and mine's the original. I've just personalised it.
But unfortunately, I bought the wrong one. I thought they were all the same. I thought it connected. It said no, it doesn't connect to the telly. I was like, oh. I thought they were all the same, but they weren't. I should have done the research really, but I didn't. So there you go. I bought the wrong one. So, but I am looking at getting the Switch 2 though. To be honest, because obviously all these new Switch games coming out, I doubt they'd run on the Switch Lite. To be fair, I mean,
I would assume like normal Switch games would be also compatible on the Switch 2.
Yeah.
Like, I've not got the Switch 2.
I am looking at getting a Switch 2. I'll look to get like the proper one that connects to the television now. I'll make sure pardon me, going to be throat there. I'll make sure I'll buy the right one this time. But no. Oh, here we go. I've got an interesting little tidbit for you.
Go on.
So, Skyrim. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
You know the Dragon Parthenax?
Mm-hmm. That's
voiced by the same guy who voices Mario. See, I knew I'd get an Elder Scrolls fact in there somewhere. Yeah, so the guy who voices so the voice actor for Mario voiced Parthenax in Skyrim. There you go. I thought that was a little interesting tidbit before we moved on.
Yeah, of course, and
now I've told you, now I've told you that you're not going to be able to unhear the Mario voice when you talk to Parthenax now.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for that.
It's me, Parthenax.
Of course, it won't be Mario without talking about Super Mario itself, like the original concept, original story that's been remade so many times over.
Well, I played one of the early ones on Game Boy. I can't remember what it's called. I think it was Super Mario Brothers or Super Mario Bros or something. But you could,
Bros better than I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but you could choose between Mario, Luigi, Peach. Yeah, Mario, Luigi, and Peach. So you could play as Mario, Luigi, and Princess Peach on it. I can't remember which one, but I remember playing as Princess Peach because she had the special move where she could like pick out like a giant like turnip or something and she could throw that at the enemies. Like she just pulled it out the ground and just threw a turnip at it. It was like that. She was really struggling with it as well, but she was like, I mean, just walk along with it because it was a stroller.
That's gonna sound.
That's gonna sound a bit wrong. That's why I stopped. But I just got that's the sound she made. So you know. So yeah, so you could pick up giant turnip and obviously because it's a side scroller, it just looks so funny walking sideways with a giant turnip.
Like thinking back to like when I originally played Mario though, it was on the Game Boy, like the original one, like the original Game Boy. I don't mean like not even the color or anything, just the original, the brick. The brick, as you would call it. Just playing like the black and white Mario, but there was well, you were them players that did inevitably find out that there would be a way you can just like in like a dungeon level, you'd be able to get up on top of the thing.
Yeah.
And just go straight across to the end of the game. And you get rewarded for that as well. You get like a free life or something.
Yeah. You can just about completely bypass the level.
Mm.
You can do that in the Sonic games as well because if you're playing as Knuckles, you could like climb up to the highest point. If you climb up to like a really high point on the level, you can just like glide all the way over to the end, like not hitting it, like just bypass the entire level. It was great. Broken, but great. Yeah, but anyway, speaking of Sonic, Mario and Sonic Olympics.
And Winter Olympics.
Two
games. I can't remember. I think it was the Winter one I played.
I played the Winter one. I no longer have the Winter one. I think that's still there. But I've got the Beijing 2008 Mario and Sonic Olympics. And yes.
This was a while ago now. I think I got it as like a temporary rental from like Blockbuster. Not long ago.
Blockbuster, wow.
Yeah, well, that was a thing over here. But yeah, I definitely remember like the curling and stuff like that in the winter.
Yeah.
Because that was always fun when all the.
Oh yeah, we had the Winter Olympics as well. We love that. We love playing the Winter Olympics. But when we went back to play the Beijing 2008 Mario and Sonic Olympics, I forgot how hard the mini games were, and I'm not proud of it, but I did actually rage quit on Mario and Sonic Olympics because like I found the mini games like too hard, and I've not been back on it since.
Just realised my head's not blocking Mario Kart this whole time.
Mario Kart, wee. Yeah, but yeah, super. Yeah, so that's a good one. It is a good one. It was just many games were a difficult one.
It literally comes up saying when what was it? 2000.
2008 that one.
Beijing 2008. Oh man,
Yeah, 2000. Yeah. I think they've done a couple of them, man. I'm pretty sure they've done.
The Olympic one was in. Was it that same year or was it the Olympics after?
I can't remember what year it was.
Well, it's like two separate events, aren't they?
Yeah.
Olympics and Winter Olympics. I can't speak today.
Anyway, so
I'm seeing Odyssey up there.
You are?
I've not played that one. So.
I've not played that one. That has. Bet you understand the
I've not finished it all.
That's one. Is that one where he gets powers from his hat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hat sort of just like a little spinny thing. Yeah. it's a bit weird. It's okay. I wouldn't say it's the greatest of Mario games.
It looks like it definitely had its own unique take on Mario game because it was a 3D one, wasn't it? It wasn't treated as like a platformer.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And obviously we can't talk about Mario without mentioning the original Super Mario Bros. Film. You know when they're living in New York and they have a Bronx accent.
Yeah.
See, a lot of people hate that film, but I love it. I actually think it's a good film. I mean, I know it's not. It wasn't critical. It wasn't well received. It wasn't criticised well, but it's a fun film. For me personally, I think it's a fun film. I think it's a good film, and I've watched it multiple times, and I still get a kick out of watching it because it's so bad it's good.
It's almost like the like any early iteration of a video game gone to movie, like say like Mortal Kombat,
Street Fighter,
yeah. They're goofy, but they're good.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's no exception to that, but it's good.
I mean, I've not seen the newer ones, and I refuse to watch them purely because it's not the original voice actor for Mario, who is still alive, by the way.
It is probably getting on a bit though, but I've seen it. It is pretty good, and there is a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of nods to things like Donkey Kong. Mario Kart is in there, and Rainbow Road.
I suppose not even like I suppose you don't even need to get the original voice actor, I suppose, but at least get an Italian actor to voice Mario.
He does obviously do Mamma Mia and all that pretty well.
Yeah, it's what's he called now?
It's Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt, yeah.
The casting for Luigi was spot on, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like he was brilliant. Separate from his Donkey Kong, that was pretty funny.
I didn't know Seth Rogen was in it.
Yeah, he was DK. He was Donkey Kong, and obviously Jack Black as Bowser.
Jack Black was Bowser. Oh, okay.
That was a a funny one, and he did his own little Peaches song and stuff like. You heard that song?
I've heard the song, yes.
All funny.
Peaches.
And it's a good thing you bring up the movies because obviously we've got a new one that's coming out literally April 1st.
Yeah.
So right around the corner, so it's a good time to do this Mario.
Yeah, that's right.
Isn't it?
You know.
So.
Well, there's a reason for everything I do, you know. There's a method behind the madness. Or is it, there's madness in front of the method? I can't remember now.
We just see the madness.
Good band then as well, madness.
Okay. Well, since I mentioned Luigi, and just before I forget about it, Luigi's Mansion.
Oh yeah, I've not actually played Luigi's Mansion. It's one of the ones that I've always wanted to play, but I'm just never got round to actually getting it, to be honest.
Oh,
because it looks like a really, really fun game. It looks really, really fun.
Like how many of them is there? No, it's like 3, 4.
3, 4, I think. Because you've got more like you've got the originals, and then we made the originals, didn't we, for Switch?
Yeah. So yeah, I think there is like 3 actually.
But there is actually a mini game on Mario Party 8 that is Luigi's Mansion. You got to go around. You're not going around with a vacuum cleaner and just sucking up ghosts or anything. It's like you have to find a certain amount of creatures in the mansion and click on them to get the points.
I think that was a mini game that did come back in.
Yeah. So you got to click on like paintings and vases and stuff. Yeah.
I think that was.
I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be based on Luigi's Mansion. I'm pretty sure it was. I could be completely wrong, but to me that's.
If it's in a mansion setting.
Yeah, it's Luigi's Mansion, isn't it?
That's in the original by Mario story. It's always like Bowser's Castle or something like that.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
yeah.
So,
Nice. I think we've covered covered.
it's Mario.
And
There's going to be
knowledge.
some games
That we've not played, that we've missed. Yeah. Because Mario, there's hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of Mario games, so we've just touched on the ones that we've played really.
Mario versus Donkey Kong as well. That was one I have briefly played because.
Oh, you know what we've not mentioned though? We speak of Mario, we've not mentioned that it all began the original Donkey Kong arcade game.
Oh, of course. One I always go to and all because funny because when we went to the arcade last, here we go, right? Where's the Donkey Kong machine?
Yeah.
I'm like, I have to beat Donkey Kong.
It was such a good game, and I don't think he was even called Mario back then. He was just called Plumber, wasn't he? I don't think he even had a name.
I don't think it was Peach either. I think it originally was. Was it Daisy originally? Because
I think so. It wasn't Peach. Peach was
brown hair. Was it?
Yeah,
Daisy?
I think it was Daisy. I think it was Daisy.
Or someone.
No, it wasn't Peach.
It might not have been Daisy specifically, but
Someone like it.
A lot like it.
Yeah. I know it wasn't Peach because Peach got brought in later, didn't she?
But yeah, Donkey Kong and Mario were actually kind of like the first two.
Yeah, that's what kicked it off. So, there we go. Usual Donkey Kong. And I remember playing that in not the retro arcade. I have played it in the retro arcade. But if you used to have it in game.
Oh yeah, they did, didn't they?
So I used to go into game and just play on that and play. I used to go into game and play on that before work. Right. I think I was in the top 3 for the high scores as well. I was in the top 3 for the high scores. So that was good for me. But, you know, if somebody had taken me high score, I'd be like, right, I'm taking that back. Just to check out on a daily basis. Anyway.
It's like you do with your Pokemon Go, really. Yes. I was checking like the gyms and everything.
You've got to catch them all. Nice. Anyway.
Like it's mine time, is it?
It is. So it's more and more Mario's mine today.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go. So, as always, let us know what your answers are in the comments down below, and feel free to play this with your friends and your family just for a bit of a laugh. So let's get into it. So, we'll get the obvious one out of the way. Mario or Luigi?
Mario.
Donkey Kong or Bowser?
Bowser.
Bowser. Wario or Waluigi?
Has to be Wario.
Wario.
I don't think Waluigi really does much, does he? Like, I don't think he's really spoken much in any of the games he's been in.
Peach or Daisy?
Gotta go with Peach, haven't we?
Peach or the beach?
Peach.
Yoshi or Birdo?
You've got to explain that now that you said it.
I'm not explaining anything.
Peach on the beach.
Yoshi or Birdo?
Yoshi.
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 Toad or Toadette? Toad. Boo or Dry Bones?
Dry Bones.
Dry Bones. And which 5 Mario characters would you like to get drunk with?
Mario and Luigi obviously being the first two. I don't know about Wario. I think he's going to be a bit of a wild card, a bit loose cannon. Donkey Kong, it'd be funny to see him smashed, I suppose. So yeah, him as well. Peach there as well, and ooh, should I say Toad? Probably Toad.
Probably Toad. Right,
so really just like the mains.
There you go. My turn.
Okay, Mario or Luigi?
Luigi. I've always preferred Luigi over Mario, and he is actually the older brother. People forget that. Because Mario's the main character, but Luigi's actually older than Mario.
Donkey Kong or Bowser?
I do like Bowser, but I've got to go with Donkey Kong. Got to go with DK.
Wario or Waluigi?
Waluigi.
There's no particular reason for that one.
No, just like Waluigi.
Waluigi.
I just like it when I was like playing as him on Mario Party because he goes Waluigi win and he pulls out a rose from the top. He pulls out a rose from his cap.
It's Waluigi.
And he does like a little Irish stance type thing.
Okay, Peach or Daisy?
Peach. Peach on the beach.
Peach on the beach.
Right, I will actually explain that. We were looking at a place down in Manchester because we're going to be going to it, and we were looking at the cocktails, and there's a cocktail called Peach on the Beach, and we just found it's so funny. Peach on the beach.
Peach on the beach.
Can you imagine?
Just stuck now, apparently.
Yeah, can you imagine asking for that at the bar? You're like, yes, I'd like a peach on the beach, please. What?
Can I get a Sub-Zero soda?
Yeah.
That was also on the menu, by the way.
Yeah.
Alright. Next track. Yoshi or Birdo?
Birdo. Imagine what you can do with him.
I wasn't going to ask. I wasn't going to ask, but I was thinking it, but I wasn't going to ask. Toad or Toadette?
Toad.
Or Boo or Drybo?
Drybones.
Okay, which 5 Mario characters would you like to get drunk with?
Waluigi, definitely. So Waluigi and Luigi. They're two of my favourites. I feel like King Boo would make me laugh as well. Not Boo, King Boo. Definitely not Bowser, because Bowser strikes me as an angry drunk.
I wonder why.
Because yeah. Birdo, and I'd have to say Shy Guy as well.
Shy Guy's an interesting choice. Birdo, again, I'm going to ask. Why Shy Guy?
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I always get swapped over, so I feel sorry for him. But yeah. I'll have Shy Guy. I'll take him out. I'm sure have a good time. Not in that way. That's why Birdo's there. I got one last one in. Right. Thank you everyone for listening as always. Much appreciated, and we shall see you in the next one. If you want to go see what we do outside of the podcast, we do have our own personal socials, and we've also got the Gamers Guild over on YouTube as well. So you can find us under the Gamers Guild 25 over on YouTube, and obviously here on Spotify. And if you want to see some of our past live streams as well, they're over on the YouTube channel, along with some past episodes of the podcast. And we also post gaming clips up as well. So they're on TikTok and Instagram. And again, it's the Gamers Guild over there. And we also got our own personal socials as well. If you want to go give us a cheeky look, a cheeky follow. And you can see what me and Tom get up to outside of the podcast. So for me, it's green_arrow25 on TikTok and Instagram.
And for me, it's ODX, and that's on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube.
Yep, he's got more socials than I do, but I am working on that. Alright, anyway.
You'll find all the clips I put up on YouTube as well. Start putting them up on there now.
Yeah, you start doing the YouTube shorts, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so go give us a like, go give us a follow, check it out. And we shall see you in the next one. Until then, have a good week, everybody, and cheery bye.
Have a good one.